Welcome back to another week at Into Music Drum Store. It is Monday the 29th of September. We're back and we're going again. It's been a very long time since we last did a vlog. We just had the longest amount of time off from the business that we've had in years, which has been nice to get away, but it is also a bit stressful coming back because we've got so much going on at the minute behind the scenes and in the background, decisions to be made and stuff. So it's not been the best start back, but we're hoping for a nice smooth running week, aren't we, Ralph? So the reason that we've been off for 2 weeks is because we got married. As we've said multiple times in the vlog, the wedding day came, me and Ellie had a fantastic time. Friends, family, music, laughter, love, lots of drinking, and some sore heads next morning. So that's when you know it was a good party. So we had a fantastic time, and then we went away for our honeymoon in Corfu, which was fantastic. And we broke a little promise to you guys. Well, Ellie did. It was Ellie's idea to try and do this on honeymoon, but we were meant to try and go live on YouTube one night and pick a winner for the Sonos snare drum giveaway, which we're still going to do. We just totally forgot. We really just switched off for a week and it just slipped our minds, and we got back and realised that we hadn't done it. So we'll find a way to do it in this vlog this week, and we will pick a winner for that Sonos snare drum. A £500 snare drum will be getting sent to one of the people that entered on the video. Before we crack on with Monday, I want to show you something amazing. Now, this is one of the gifts that we received on our wedding day, and it's actually from one of our suppliers. It was from Meinl, and they had this made and framed. So this is a Meinl Byzance that's actually got a picture of us engraved on it, a nice little message, and then it's signed and framed from all of the team. This is fantastic. This is just, it absolutely blew us away when Joe presented us with this. And yeah, thank you so much to everyone at Meinl that made this happen, because it is a fantastic gift. Talking about Meinl, it's going to be a busy week of last minute meetings with those guys. We've got a meeting this morning at 10:30 with the marketing guys for some last minute bits before UK Drum Show, because we're just weeks away now from the biggest event on the drumming calendar, and it's going to be a fantastic one. We've worked with Meinl on this for 3 years, I think, and this is the biggest effort they have gone to for a show, and it's definitely going to be a spectacular stand or stands. And what they're bringing to the show this year is amazing, and you don't want to miss it. So definitely pop by, say hello to us, say hello to the Meinl team, and check out what we are bringing along. But yeah, for now, I'm going to crack on with all the Monday madness stuff, jump on that meeting at 10:30, and we'll see where Monday takes us. So, orders are going well, meeting went well with Meinl, and now we've just picked all of the kits that are leaving us today. So first up, we have this used Mapex Armory in the emerald green. Still love these kits, absolute best kits for the money in this price point, in my opinion. This one was used, it came in last week as a part exchange, sold straight away. And this is a made in Japan Yamaha Birch Custom Absolute. Love the finish on that. Obviously, this was the era where hanging 14s were a thing. So it is a 2014 1210 Deep Toms hanging floor. Stunning kit. That again came in last week, went straight away. And the last one that's leaving us today is this used Alesis Nitro Mesh. So we're going to get these packed up next and out the door. So next job on the list is we're going to get all of the practice space tidied up, ready for the drum teacher to be back in for a week of lessons. And whilst I'm doing that, we're going to have a switch around with the PA in here. So now that sort of higher season, wedding season's slowing down for the year, we're going to install the RCF columns. So these columns sit on top of these subs. You've seen them before in the videos. We're going to install this in the practice room as the PA rather than the EV system one, just because it's a bit more powerful. And otherwise it's just going to sit in the storeroom. So we're going to put this PA up, have a tidy up in here so that Joe can start his lessons in an hour. There we go, 2 RCF columns. That's more than enough for this little room, but it just means that they got a little bit more low end and stuff when they're using it for tracks to teach in here. This is one of my favourite drummers of all time, Ashstone, Ariel Posen, and this album, if you haven't heard it already, they did like a live gig of this in London recently, and I was gutted that we couldn't make it. But there are some absolute tunes on here, and it just really sort of like showcases what Ashstone's vibe is, I guess. So that's it. We managed to get through Monday. There's one more job on my list I want to do before I go home. It has been a little bit stressful this afternoon, but we've got through it, and I've got a nice task to do before we finish. So this is all of the trading gear that Ollie took in over the weekend, all the used stuff, to be honest with you, the pile isn't huge, not as big as it usually is, but there's some nice bits in here. So I thought I'd show you them really quick. So here we've got a Zildjian K custom hybrid china, 19-inch. That's quite a rare cymbal. You don't see many of those around, not as a 19. The 16s and 17s, yes, and 18s, but not a 19. So that's really nice. We're going to pop that on the stand in a sec and have a listen to that. We have got a Sabian HHX Groove Ride 21. These are really nice because they're super thin. They're really crashable. They're really rideable. I think it's the perfect 21-inch ride cymbal. Big fan of that. So we'll have a listen to that in a sec. And then the last one is a Sabian HH Vanguard 22. Tiny bell, again, quite thin on the edge. Definitely crashable, very washy. So yeah, that's come in as well. We'll get that listed. Now, I just had this snare drum apart. I've given it a good clean because it was a bit grubby. I think it'd done a fair few gigs and things like that, but it's really, really nice. So it's a Drumcraft Series 8. Now, I've got to say, the Drumcraft stuff is actually really, really nice. And this birch shell snare sounds fantastic for the money. So we've treated it to a nice new Evans Genera head, tuned it up a little bit, cleaned it up a little bit. It's got a nice throw. It's got the black nickel hardware. So that's going to hit the site as well. And then just loads of our usual hardware bits that we always have in stock. So Pearl Unilock tom arms, boom arms, clamps, pedals, everything. So all of this is going to be photographed and processed before we leave. I'm going to pop these on a stand and have a listen to some of these cymbals. So starting off with the 22 Vanguard HH. So I've got to say, I'm not a huge fan of chinas, but this one does actually sound quite nice. There'll definitely be someone in the comments saying, you've got that the wrong way. But who cares? Whoa. It's Tuesday and we're back in store. And it's Tuesday afternoon because we've had a bit of a crazy one this morning with customers and inquiries and orders and things. So with first chance I've had to pick up this camera and film something. So now that we're into the afternoon, I'm just having a little walk around the shop, seeing what's going on. I haven't had a proper walk around since I've been away, so it's nice just to see what's come in. And unfortunately, I have some more damage to report. So this is the reality of us trying to put everything that we have in stock out on the shop floor for everyone to try and hear and see and stuff like that. And it's just the way it goes, I guess. But let me show you. We launched this brand new Sonor 150th anniversary AQ2 in the vlog a few vlogs ago. We took 3 of these kits for stock, sold 2 straight away. This is the last one I've got. And unfortunately, it looks like this leg has either give way and this floor tom has scratched this one, or it's been rubbing against it or something. But you can't see it too well in the camera. There you go, you can see it now. It's marked the lacquer of this 16 on this AQ2, which is really annoying because, like I say, this is the last one I've got. So basically, we've just had to discount it and just sell it as it is. So the rest of the kit's absolutely fine. It's brand new. And the kit will still come with a warranty and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a mark on the 16. So if you're a 22, 10, 12, 14 player, you can basically get the 16-inch floor tom for free. It's just got a little bit of damage on it. It comes with a snare as well. Look, the Yamaha DTX6 is back in stock as well. The Mesh, the new one. These launched a few months back, sold out straight away. We had 3 more on order. And this is the last one I've got. And it's on display in the shop for you guys to come and try and see what you think. Also, we've just listed, we've put it in a really rubbish place. I don't know why we've put it down here. But we've just listed a Roland VAD 306 as well. So this is the one with the 2 crash cymbals, the ride, the bass, the TD17 module. Everything ready to go. Really nice kit. I think it's like £1,500. So bit of a bargain there for a good little gigging electronic kit. If you fancy that, that's just dropped on the website. And I think that's about it, really. You've probably seen everything else in here. We've still got this beauty. This is the most viral kit we've ever put online. It went mental when we did this on Facebook, and we've answered so many questions about it. But yeah, no one has actually sort of bitten the bullet yet. So that's still here if you fancy that. Next job on my list is I'm going to do a little stock take on this Remo rack because it's looking a bit depleted. We definitely need some stock of Remo, so we're going to do a stock take, check it against what we've got on the system, and then pop an order in so that we can get topped up there. It's Wednesday and you joined me at my desk at home. I'm just doing some work. I do feel like this vlog so far hasn't had much good content to it or drummy content to it, but like I say, I'm just in catch-up mode really at the moment, and UK Drum Show is taking up a lot of my time, and we've got stuff going on that I can't really talk about at the minute that's just weighing me down a little bit. So I do apologise, but the whole point of these videos was for you guys to get an insight behind the scenes of what it is like to run a UK drum shop, and it isn't taking nice deliveries and new kits all the time. It really, really isn't. If it was, then that would be fantastic. Anyway, so it is October the 1st, today's first of the month, so I got up this morning, I've done emails, I've done all the correspondence I needed to do. I then started to look at reports from last month, from September, to see how things was. It's always interesting as well. Obviously, when I've been away for 2 weeks, Ollie absolutely smashes it, keeps everything under control. But we do maybe slow down a little bit on bringing product in, just so that he can manage everything and keep on top of, making sure that you guys are happy, and customer service obviously comes first. So yeah, we've slowed down in bringing product in, I guess, over the last 2 weeks. So it's always interesting to see how that, reflects on the reports and things like that. And then just laying out the invoices and a plan for October. And now I've just turned my attention back to UK Drum Show. So you see that we had a meeting with Meinl on Monday. That was the marketing meeting for the UK Drum Show. Tomorrow I've got an in-person meeting with Meinl, which is the sales meeting. It's a final sales meeting basically before we head to Liverpool for the show in a couple of weeks. And I thought it'd be a good chance just to explain to you our involvement in the show, how it all works, because, I know how it works, so I think I talk to the camera as if everybody knows, but some people probably don't. So if you've been to the UK Drum Show before, you'll know that on the exhibition floor, as we call it, all of the big brands in the drum world have huge, extravagant stands with all the products on display that you can touch and feel and play and talk to the experts and stuff like that. It is down to those brands to make that happen. So, for example, we're working with Meinl again this year, so it's up to Meinl to, have a space at the show and build it and make it look fantastic. What some brands decide to do, like Meinl, is partner with a retailer, because big brands like Meinl are B2B businesses, business to business. So they can't deal direct with the end user. So that's where obviously the retailer, like ourselves, comes in. We bridge that gap and we can deal with business to consumer sales on their behalf. So we've teamed up with them again this year, and the process always starts with a meeting and they get our input on what stock we think should be there. At the end of the day, we're here on the front line in the UK dealing with you guys. So it's they do take our input very, very nicely, and we build the product selection that way. Obviously, they have some ideas or maybe some new products and stuff as well. And basically, that's how the meetings start, months in advance to the UK Drum Show, to start to build the stand. Off the back of that, they can decide how it looks and what they want to do and stuff like that. So then the next involvement for us is the products coming over. So this is the invoices of all of the product that's coming over from Germany in the next week or so to us, ready for the UK Drum Show. And you'll get to know, I like to do things the old-fashioned way. I could have looked at all of this on my computer and gone through it, but on a big event like this, or a big deal, I like to print everything out, have it all there in front of me. I can draw all over it with a pen, and I just find it way better to work like that. Not even with just things like this, when I'm doing accounts stuff and everything. I'm a bit old-fashioned in that way, but, it works, and that's how I prefer to do things. So then once this final sales meeting's happened tomorrow and everything's good and signed off and everybody knows the plan, we can start our preparation in terms of making sure that everything has good product tags and everything's going to be priced, and any deals that we decide to do for the show and things like that are printed and displayed, ready to go when we get to Liverpool. And then over the weekend, there'll be 3 of us on hand to take payments, talk to customers, and make sure that we just do the retail side of the job. And the experts from Meinl, the guys that come over from Germany, and the UK team, obviously speak to you guys and answer all the questions that you have. Like I say, this is going to be the biggest one. This is the third year we've done it with Meinl, and by far the biggest effort they've gone to. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to go through this one more time with my pen so I can draw all over it and make sure that I'm prepared for this final meeting tomorrow. And then, after all of that, we are going to head into work this afternoon because we've sold the van. We've sold the long wheelbase Transit that we have. Not for a bad reason. I'll explain more when we get down there. But yeah, that just needs prepping, and we need to make sure that all the paperwork's ready for the guy to come and collect that. So, I'm going to crack on, and I'll catch you in a bit. You'll remember a few weeks back, our trusty Ford Transit let us down for the first time ever. It's been a really, really good van to us, and basically it wouldn't start, so we got the mechanic out. And basically what he told us is, because we only use it on short journeys and local jobs, hire jobs and things like that, it doesn't basically get used enough. And because it's a newer van and it's got the emissions thing or the DPF thing or whatever it is, basically it doesn't do it any good to not get good runs out, basically. Which is a shame. So when the hire season sort of came to an end, we put it up for sale and it has sold. Now, slight issue, because when we did put it up for sale like 2 months ago, I was like, look, if it sells before UK Drum Show, we'll hire a van. No interest, and now it's sold literally like 2 weeks before UK Drum Show. So, you know, we're going to have to hire a van. But it is what it is. The trusty Ford Transit is going. So I've just come into work, I've prepped it, I've cleaned it a little bit, got all our stuff out of it, and the guy's going to come pick it up. This is one of the best aluminium shelled snare drums money can buy at this price point. This is the Sonar Compressor 14x8. Now this one's actually used. The customer had it fitted with a Evans HD Dry, which with the dry aluminium, deep aluminium shell as well, just sounds fantastic. It sounds phenomenal. And not many manufacturers are making the 8-inch deep snare drums anymore. So at this price point, it is an absolute cracker. And because it's used, it's going to be at least £100 off a brand new one. So, and it's in fantastic condition. So if that hasn't already gone, check that out on the website. But I don't want to speak about that snare drum today. I want to speak about this one. It's finally time to pick a winner for this Sonar Compressor Beach. Now, this is the one that Sonar very kindly gave us to give away to one of you guys in the video we did with Dan Moss down in Norwich for his drum hang event. Dan did an incredible event in August. He had Thomas Lang, which was phenomenal, in August as well, actually, I think. Or no, September, sorry. And he's got loads more planned. So go and check out his page. He's doing amazing things, and we'll be involved where we can for sure. But we're going to pick a winner for this. We asked you to comment on that YouTube video that we made with your favourite clinic or your dream clinic. Obviously be subscribed to our channel and do the liking and all of that good stuff. So I am just going to randomly pick a winner, and we're going to go for Joe Ellis 5295. So his comment reads, "Hello chaps, I'm sitting at my practice pad watching your weekly videos, drooling over the lovely drum gear. Really helps when I'm working on rudiments." I mean, that's the way to work on rudiments, isn't it? I've just brought a ticket for my first masterclass with Steve White. I'm apprehensive about being in a room of potentially more advanced players, but the desire to become a better player has won out. Can't wait. That's the best thing about the drum community. You will never feel like that odd person out in any room like that, especially when it's ran by somebody like Steve White. You won't. It will just be the most supportive, amazing thing ever. I have no doubt about it. So Joe, go and smash it. And also, you've just bagged yourself a Sonar Compressor Beach 13. Amazing. Now, obviously, we were a little bit late doing this giveaway. We was going to do it last week, so that's my fault. So as an apology, I've also got a load of Sonar merch here as well. We've got some t-shirts. I'm sure we've got some stickers and some other bits as well, so we'll dig all those out. But these are quite cool. They've got the nice little Sonar logo on the neck as well, and on the sleeve. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 t-shirts that we'll give away. We'll send them out for free at our own cost. So I'm going to pick 4 more people to win a t-shirt, and then that makes up for us being a little bit late. So I'm not looking. The first t-shirt is going to Roy Turnham Music. Actually, let me start screenshotting these before I forget. Cool, so we'll contact you and we'll get the t-shirt out to you. The next one is going to A Drummer Breeze. I'm really struggling with these names. Should have put my glasses on, really. How many is that? 2. Third t-shirt is going to Rob Taylor Drums. And scrolling. The last t-shirt we will give to Kane Store 162. So, screenshotted those. We will get in touch with you guys. Cool. So, yeah, like I say, we'll get in touch. We'll send these out to you. Well done, and thank you so much for joining in on that video. It was nice to see as well. It was good for us to see, you know, who's current at the minute, because obviously we deal in drums all the time and we deal with people all the time, but who are people watching, who are people really enjoying playing and stuff like that. So getting a list of everyone's dream clinic was also as good as seeing who you've enjoyed seeing in the past as well. So you never know, hopefully we can make some of those dreams come true. We'll see. But it is Thursday, it is 25 minutes past 2. I'm struggling to get back into this whole vlogging thing, so this video is probably going to be all over the place, but thanks for sticking with it. I will get back into it. It just feels unnatural again. It feels like I'm filming my very first vlog again, so I do apologise. So we've had some good deals go through today. Ollie has done some part exchanges. He spoke to a load of people on the phone who have had a load of gear offers, and we've shipped it all out. I think there's 2 kits that have left us today. That Roland Vad that you saw me talking about the other day is gone. An old Premier has gone to a film set down south. So I'm really interested to see what that's going to be used for. It's not the first time. We've sold quite a lot of vintage gear for film sets, for like Netflix series, that sort of thing. And they always go to some really cool studios. So that's quite good. I was in a meeting with the guys at Meinl for most of the morning, just to wrap up some sales things and some UK Drum Show chat. 2 boxes just in from Ludwig. These are both custom ordered add-on toms for a customer of ours who has a classic maple in red sparkle. So he's had a 14x14 and a 12x8, which he's basically adding to a fab setup. So these have got the large lugs on them rather than the smaller ones you get with a downbeat, which we've got over here. You can see there the small classic lugs, and we've done it with the large to match the kit he's already got. Now don't get me wrong, vintage black oyster, classic maple, even the lemon oyster, fantastic finishes, but there is something about a Ludwig classic maple in a sparkle finish. The red and the green in particular, and obviously this stunning orange that we've still got. But yeah, just look at that. It's just absolute quality drums. So, yeah, we've let the customer know we're going to get these shipped out to him and he can add them to the rest of his Ludwig. It's Friday and I finally have some drums to show you. So Richard, the guy that you just saw me dealing with, is a watcher of the YouTube videos, and he got in touch with us to say that he's got some drum kits that he's looking to sell. Could we sell them on his behalf through the shop? Which, you know, is always a bit of an honour really that people trust us to do that. We do a lot of it recently on commission and stuff like that. And he made a huge trip up to the shop, which is just fantastic, and dropped off some really cool gear. So I'm going to show you what we've got. So this is a Rogers Dynasonic. I keep saying Dynasync because, yeah, it confuses me. But this is a Rogers Dynasonic reissued, basically. So they came out quite recently. The shell is phenomenal. It's really, really nice. We'll do a quick video on this because it's definitely worth it. We had the Radio King reissue not so long back. I didn't hang around very long, so I'm sure this will find a new home. But he's never used it, it's boxed, it's got all the accessories and everything. So that is the first thing that we've got. Now let me grab the camera and show you this. Now this is a bit of me, you know I love Gretsch. So this is a Gretsch USA, it's in Champagne Sparkle, but it's huge. It's a 24-16-13, so it's a big rock kit. And I mean, I don't think it's had a hard life at all. It is in fantastic condition. Obviously great quality, it is Gretsch. And yeah, so basically we're gonna get this all set up and it's gonna go down for photos and videos and stuff like that. And hopefully we can get a good price for Richard on this one. So now that I'm getting back into the flow of it this week, I've got sort of caught up a little bit. I've just got back to a load of people that wanted to sell us some gear, and we've done some really, really nice deals so that we're going to be buying in a lot more high-end used equipment over the next couple of days. So we're hoping that most people will be able to get over to us and drop stuff off this weekend, on Saturday, tomorrow. But if not, over the next week or so, keep an eye on the website because this is the biggest buying haul that we've done in a long time. Obviously, like I say, it's needed because we've had a couple of weeks of not really having much come through. So yeah, there's loads and loads to drop. Some of it might land this afternoon. I don't know, we'll see. But I have done a little bit already this morning. So as well as what Richard brought me, check these out. I'm about to head down and list these on the site. So this is like a selection of Sabians that we've just brought. There's a 15 Explosion Fast Crash, the 16 Explosion Normal, the 18 explosion fast crash, and the 18 explosion normal. So you've got a nice little set there if you wanted to build a bit of a set of Sabians, or if you've got the normal explosion and you fancy the fast crash, there is a nice difference. We'll do a quick video in a sec. And then there's an older AAX explosion there as well. So these are going to hit the site. Nice little haul there. Like I say, bits like this just to keep the website topped up. A customer of ours is coming to see us this morning to grab this sort of project, I guess. It's not much of a project, because I think the only thing missing really is a couple of tom holders and some bass drum heads. But this is a Rogers Big R kit that we took in quite a while ago, actually. We've had this for a little while. Sounds great, and it's in really nice condition for its age. But the customer that's buying it is really good at sort of like renovating drums, doing things up. As you know, we've said it before, we don't really tend to touch the older kits, the vintage kits, so it came into us like this, and we're just selling it on like this to somebody who can give it some love and enjoy doing it as well. So it's the one with the re-rings and the painted insides. So yeah, it's a nice kit. So we've got this ready for him. He's going to come and collect this afternoon. I've just come in to see Ollie. He's not going to go on camera this week. He's not very well. He's got a bit of a cold. So he is cleaning up this Pearl ELX, which he's going to leave us today. Really nice kit with the black hardware and stuff. But I think this sold for like 400 quid. And it's a 3-up, 1-down, 22-inch bass. So cracking kit for the money. So that's leaving us and going to a customer of ours in Northern Ireland, actually. So this is going overseas, not very far, but overseas. And then this is leaving us today as well, the Pearl Sensor Tone. I think this featured in a video a bit back where the same customer that's come in to buy the Rogers kit actually is the one that aged this bronze shell and gave it like this patinaed finish. So like I said, he's very good at sort of like tinkering around with drums and stuff. So yeah, that's one of his that he did. We brought it off him and now it's going to a new customer. So yeah, a few bits going out the door, lots of little bits and things like that, but these are the things that Ollie's cleaning up and getting ready to go at the minute. And there we go. That's going to wrap up another week at Into Music. First full week back. I think we got there in the end. I think we got the hang of it by Friday. So we should be fresh to go from next week. Now, the next time that I might see most of you will be UK Drum Show, the way that these fortnightly vlogs fall. We might squeeze a video out in between, but we're going to vlog the whole UK Drum Show and do like a behind the scenes of the show. So the show's obviously Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be vlogging from the Thursday, showing you what goes in for the setup, behind the scenes, everything. So that's going to be a really cool video. I'm really looking forward to making that one. And talking about UK Drum Show, if you go in, comment below, what do you want to see from us on the Meinl stand? Don't comment any other brands because we can't deliver that at this show. We're working with Meinl on this one. So if you want to, if there's anything in particular Meinl that you want us to make sure we've got there with us so that you can hear or play or see, drop a comment below. And if you want to just come and say, hey, please come and say hello. We'll be there for the whole weekend. So yeah, we'll catch you in a few weeks. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.